Okay, let's unpack this. Something so automatic, so ingrained in how we talk every day, saying please and thank you. We just do it, right? Don't even think about it. But what if those little courtesies actually had surprising consequences? Especially when we're saying them to AI like ChatGPT.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it, how our sort of human habits meet the actual, mechanics of how these machines work.
Totally.
And we've got this interesting article here from Infobay, April 28th, 2025, that really digs into it. It mentions warnings from OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, and some pretty compelling research, too, suggesting that being polite to AI might have these, technological, economic, even environmental effects we just haven't thought much about.
Exactly. So for you listening, our mission today is to get a clearing picture of why something that seems so simple, nice, could have these wider impacts. We're going to pull out the key stuff from this article, give you a shortcut to understanding this pretty weird side of talking to AI.
Okay, so let's start with how these models, like ChatGPT, actually process what we type. The article explains they break language down into these tiny units called tokens.
Tokens, right, like little word fragments.
Yeah, essentially. Words, or sometimes even parts of words. The AI reads and processes these. Now, the thing is, adding polite words like please or thank you, it just increases the total number of tokens in your request.
And more tokens means, it's not just a tiny bit slower, is it? It actually matters under the hood.
It really does.
The article says processing more tokens needs more computational power, takes more time, uses more of those powerful GPUs, puts a bigger load on the server.
Precisely. And this brings us to that Sam Altman comment on X, right?
Oh, yeah, the tens of millions.
Exactly. He said OpenAI spent tens of millions of dollars well spent just processing polite words. Now, okay, he's maybe being a bit funny about it.
Yeah, a little tongue-in-cheek maybe.
But it highlights a real significant cost underneath. Every extra word multiplied by millions and millions of daily interactions. It adds up fast.
Tens of millions, just for please and thank you.
Wow.
You almost expect the AI to send a thank you note back for the extra work.
Maybe it should.
But seriously, the article even tries to quantify it a bit, right? Gives an individual energy cost.
It does. It mentions around 0.3 watt-hours of electricity for a typical ChatGPT query.
Which sounds tiny, 0.3 watt-hours.
It does on its own. But think about millions of people using these things all day, every day.
Right. Then it suddenly becomes quite a lot of energy, collectively speaking.
Exactly. So we're seeing these polite words add up, processing power, actual money. But the impact goes further, doesn't it?
Yeah, let's talk about the environment.
Yeah.
Because that energy use isn't just about dollars and cents.
It has a direct environmental footprint. Those massive data centers powering AI, they need huge amounts of electricity.
And it's only go up. The article cites the International Energy Agency, the IEA.
Yeah. What's the projection?
They estimate AI data centers could be using, get this, 945 terawatt hours of electricity by 2030.
Wow. 945 TWH. What's the current figure again?
It says 415 TWH currently, so more than double.
That's a massive increase. And it's not just running the calculations, is it? There's more to it.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
You've also got all the energy needed just to keep the servers cool.
Right, preventing overheating. That's a huge energy draw in itself, especially in these giant facilities. The article flags that as a substantial extra cost.
And then there was this other detail that really jumped out at me.
Water consumption for AI.
Yeah. Apparently a University of California report found that even a short AI response, like just 2 or 3 words, can use up 40 to 50 milliliters of water during the computation process.
Seriously, 40 to 50 milliliters for a couple of words? That's actually kind of shocking.
Isn't it? It really makes you think about the hidden resource costs. You focus on electricity, but water footprint. That's another big one.
Definitely adds another layer to the whole environmental impact question as AI becomes more embedded everywhere.
So, okay. We've got these clear costs, energy, water, processing power tied to using extra words, even polite ones. But does being polite actually do anything? Does it help?
That's the other side of the coin the article explores. Is there a benefit?
Right.
It talks about research, specifically a study from Cornell University, looking at polite versus impolite language and how it affects AI responses.
And what did they find? Is it like talking to people, be nice, get better results?
Well, sort of. Interestingly, yeah, the Cornell study did find that generally polite language could lead to more effective and satisfactory answers from the AI.
Okay, so politeness can work.
It seems so. And conversely, if users were rude or really demanding in their prompts,
Yeah.
the AI's performance sometimes dropped. It didn't work as well.
Huh. So it's almost like it reacts to tone,
Mm-hmm.
but the article had the caveat, right?
Yeah.
It's not always that simple.
Exactly. That's a crucial point. It's not like all politeness is equal. The research suggests that for English, a sort of moderate level of courtesy seems to work best.
Moderate politeness. Not too much, not too little.
Kind of. And interestingly, it might be different for other languages. The article mentions Japanese, where maybe a higher level of formality could actually be more beneficial.
Ah, okay. Which really shows how these AIs are just reflecting the data they were trained on, doesn't it?
Absolutely. They learn from billions of examples of human language, and that includes all the cultural norms baked into how we speak, how we show politeness in different cultures.
And so the AI's understanding of politeness is just mirroring us.
Pretty much. And the big takeaway here seems to be, yes, being polite can influence the AI's response sometimes, but it's definitely not a guarantee of getting significantly better quality information back.
Right. And you still have that cost factor we talked about.
Exactly. Which leads us back to that central question, really.
Is the potential benefit, which might be small or inconsistent,
Worth the definite increase in computational cost, energy use, and environmental impact from saying please and thank you every time?
yeah, it's a trade-off.
And the article leans towards saying that benefit often isn't significant enough to just automatically justify the extra resources. It really pushes us to think about how we interact.
So let's recap for everyone listening. It seems our natural habit, being polite to AI, seems harmless, right? But it actually carries a real cost.
Mm-hmm. Energy, processing resources.
And when you scale that up across millions, maybe billions of interactions.
The impact becomes surprisingly big, even if the improvement in the AI's answer isn't always there or isn't that great.
So this brings up a really interesting thought for you, the listener. As we talk to AI more and more, how should we handle this?
Yeah, how do we balance that natural human urge to be polite with the very real practical needs for efficiency and sustainability?
Should we maybe develop, new ways of talking to AI, specific interaction styles that cut out the fluff but still work well?
It's a fascinating question. Maybe AI etiquette needs to be different, more direct.
It definitely makes you pause, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Next time you're about to type thanks to ChatGPT.
It does. It's a good reminder that even our small, seemingly trivial habits can have these unexpected ripple effects, especially as humans and AI get more intertwined.
Yeah. It just shows our relationship with AI is still evolving, really early days in some ways.
And there are all these unforeseen factors, even just saying please, that are shaping how it all unfolds.